Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Or me reviewing Detroit February 24th and 2020 or 25th, I meant 2024. So yeah, Detroit happened over the weekend. Over the weekend. I'm filming this video kind of late. I've been kind of busy this week, so this video might come out like later this week. So yeah, but first I want to talk about the which mainly everybody's kind of talking about for Detroit, not really. So first I want to talk about Northern Nightmare coming back, which, man, I am really happy to see Northern Nightmare coming back, really. And Chris Kohler driving it is interesting choice, but why not? And I think the reason why they brought it back, I heard, was because, like, they can still have, like, the license to it or something like that. I heard about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's really great to see Northern Nightmare come back. Also, I think Detroit's right next to Canada, so I guess it makes sense for them to bring Northern Nightmare back for Detroit. And Avenger has a new paint scheme, which is the Detroit Lions, which I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the Detroit Lions. Like, I don't hate them. I'm a fan of another team. This paint scheme looks really great, especially with the, I don't know if you can see it, but like I know there's another picture where it says North Champions of 2023 on the back, which I think the Lions did win, which is a really cool thing that Jim added. So, and this is a really great way to represent your hometown, like, really. And the fans actually kind of cheered for him a lot, which is pretty cool to hear. And the skull's the helmet, which is also cool. So yeah, let's get on with the review. Okay, so first we have Show 1 Racing, which I admitted it was actually pretty good. Like, there was a lot of interesting races throughout this show for Show 1 in Detroit. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed racing, which I don't know why, but for some reason I haven't been enjoying racing like lately at all. For some reason, I'm in Monster Jam. I'm so sorry about my voice. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, I gotta admit this racing competition was pretty good. Like, there's a lot of like close races, yeah. And Summon Digger won, which, yeah, I can understand him beating Mike. But yeah, so now let's move on to the skills competition. Okay, so now we have the skills competition, and so your winning run was Thunderworst, which I have it on screen right now, and I admit it, the skills competition was okay. There was a lot of runs that just didn't go well. And to be honest, in my opinion, Bakugan should have kind of won and got a higher score, in my opinion. I feel like that was a little rigged. My voice just cracked. That was embarrassing, but let's move on. So yeah, Detroit skills show 1 was okay. Then the worst winning was, I guess I can see that, but yeah, it was alright. Oh my god. Okay, so now we have freestyle, and I gotta say, freestyle was good. And your winning run was Chris Kohler, Northern Nightmare, which, man, this guy really threw it down, which I have on screen right now. Same with Gravedigger and Adam, but I feel like Chris really deserved this one, really deserved. And I forgot who else placed second, but I think someone else. This freestyle had a couple good runs, especially with David Olford, really. He threw down a solid run, but didn't really pull off a backflip. And yeah, also I want to talk about how they made like that ramp right there steep. I really want to talk about that. And the crush cars right there got like really crushed. And I'm really surprised that no one's actually talking about like the crush cars right there getting crushed at all. Like, they're really getting crushed, and no one's really talking about, which, in my opinion, they should be talked about way more. And I'm going to show the double, like, overall, I'd say the backflip he's saving. There's some big air he got. Crush cars being crushed. Here, I'm going to fast forward a little. Hold up. Okay, so I have it right here. Here it is, which, man, this was insane that he pulled this off. Like, watch this, really. And, great save. And the fans got excited, which, man, this is great, really great. Oh my! And the fact that he pulled off like more saves, which I think he got 2 more saves after this, I'm gonna keep it playing. And man, the Detroit fans were on fire. Really, they should really do a real finals. Like, watch this. Like, what? Like, and the fact they still let him go on the pop tires is awesome, man. Like, really awesome. Especially like, this is like his hometown. Getting 3 saves in 1 run is great. Like, really great to see. And yeah, In my opinion, Chris deserved a run, and freestyle was good. And your overall event champion for Detroit Show 1, it was Colt Stevens Thunder Wars, which, man, this was pretty interesting for him to get an overall event champion. I did not expect him to get a win here in Detroit. And yeah, I gotta admit, this show was good, in my opinion. It's not like kind of great, in my opinion. It would have been great if Skills was like good, but yeah, it was a good show to watch. Really fun. So yeah, I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10, probably. Or I probably just like all I can say, it's really just a good show. All right, now let's go to show 2. Okay, so now we have show 2 of Detroit, and so we have racing first, and I gotta admit racing was alright, to be honest, really. I just feel like sitting there just watching these trucks do what they usually do. If I could describe racing for Detroit. And your final round was Ryan Anderson and Stone Digger versus Adam Anderson and Grave Digger, which Adam was your winner, which I'm pretty sure it's because Ryan's bad turn or turn he took, which was not a good turn, which yeah. I admit it was alright. So yeah, let's move on to skills. Okay, now we have skills. Your winner for skills is Corey Romo Megalodon, which I gotta admit I really did not kind of agree with Corey winning. It's cool to see Corey win, but in my opinion, Candace should have won, even though if he almost did that crazy save, which he didn't actually save it, he flipped over. But yeah, here's your winning run, which yeah, in my opinion, there were a couple good runs, like Ryan, kind of, Camden, like I mentioned, and who was gonna say Chris Kohler. But yeah, Corey won, and I admit it. It was kind of boring, I hate to say it. So yeah, it was alright. Okay, so we have freestyle, and your freestyle winner was Adam Anderson, and I gotta say freestyle was good, especially Adam's. Man, Adam went crazy, like really, like you guys gotta watch this run, like really. Oh my. Also, Joe Foley really threw it down. Also, and like, man, there was a lot of good runs with the Detroit too. Which I just want you to take a look at this run. Like, oh, I'm really sorry about my camera on my phone. And man, Adam, like, all I gotta say is for freestyle in Detroit too. There was just a lot of great runs here, especially Adams, Joe. Like, yeah, it's like the ones I can remember from the top of my mind, because I don't have a script with me. But yeah, freestyle was pretty good. So yeah. So now let's see your overall event champion. So your overall event champion is Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. And man, Detroit 2, I gotta admit it was an okay show in my opinion. But yeah. So yeah, that's all I gotta say from Detroit show 2. It was alright in my opinion. Okay, so my final thoughts. So I thought Detroit was a pretty good weekend for staying west, and I gotta say show 1 was, in my opinion, better than show 2, but show 2 wasn't a bad show. But yeah, that's all I can really say. This was a pretty good weekend, really. I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.